guys, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Monday the 8th, and hold on, I wonder if I can show you. Look out this window. There's still snow out there. Kind of hate it. You can see my snowman a little bit out of the corner, but when I say my snowman, my husband and my daughter went out and built like a 8-foot snowman yesterday morning, so yeah, that was fun. Anyway, last week you would have seen me make my lovely Owl Crate TBR jar. Now, last week was the first week I'd done this. I have all of my unread Owl Crate books in here. Oh, this light sucks. Oh no, I look like a ghost. Whatever. So all of my unread Owl Crate books are in this lovely little jar. Last week I pulled Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw, which is a kind of a contemporary coming of age story with a little bit of a ghost story along with it. It was really good. Give it a 4 out of 5. I like Shay Earnshaw's writing. Both the books I read of her I've liked very much. So yeah, good stuff. Anyway, so I've still got probably 13 or 14 books in here. So I finished last week's, so let's go ahead and do another one. My goal is to read 2 a month. If I end up doing more than that, that's great. But if I do 2 a month, I should at least get caught up with my backlog and only have like the current year's book. So maybe 2 or more a month and I can actually get this done, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, woo, just gave it a good shake there. I might get the lid off. All right, so just one more good shake to make sure they're all mixed up. Reach in and grab one here. Oh, grab a handful. Oh no. Oh no, just want one. Just give me one. Like, I'm really nervous. I don't want to look and see what it is because there's a couple in there I'm a little iffy about reading them. I'm looking at the shelf. Like, it's over here off to my left. So, whole shelf of Owl Crate books. There's a couple of them I'm really iffy about reading. Like, there's one I just took off my TBR, which was Crown of Feathers. I can't read who it's by. I took off Crown of Feathers because I knew I was never going to read it. It's like 500 pages and it's got phoenixes and things. It's just, I know a lot of people love it. It didn't really appeal to me, so I took off my TBR, but there's still a couple on there. I'm a little, so I have a little slip in my hand. A little nervous to see what it is. I'm going to show you first. All right, so what do we have? What is this? All right, so we have Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth, yeah, I got it right, Elizabeth Lim. Now, from what I understand, this is a fantasy with some sort of sewing competition in it. Let's read the description together and find out. All right. On the fringes of the Great Spice Road, Maya Tamarin works as a seamstress in the shop of her father, once a tailor of renown. She dreams of becoming the greatest tailor in the land, but as a girl, the best she can hope for is to marry well. When a royal messenger summons her ailing father to court, Maya poses as his son and travels to the summer palace in his place. She knows her life is forfeit if her secret is discovered, but she'll take that risk to save her family from ruin and achieve her dream of becoming the imperial tailor. There's just one catch. Mila is one of 12 tailors vying for the job. So it kind of sounds a little like Mulan was a sewing competition. I mentioned before there were a few books on my Goodreads list. One real sure if I wanted to read them or not, and this was one of them. So we're going to give it a shot. I am not above DNFing a book, so if I end up DNFing it, no skin off my back, but I at least want to give it a try before I do that. Let's put my little jar back here. Oop, drop the paper on the floor. So we're going to be giving Spin the Dawn a try. I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't have high hopes. It doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Well, let me give it a shot. So there's that. The other book that I'm reading right now is an arc called In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. I'm only about like 15% in, so so far I've got a good vibe. There's obviously, I like fantasy. I believe it's adult or new adult fantasy. It's definitely not YA. There's the lead character has a complicated relationship with her mother. Her father was killed for being some higher form of magic person when she was younger, and he was murdered right in front of her, so she carries that baggage. She's in a female-female relationship with someone of a lower class than what she is, because it seems like there is a caste or a class system in this. And there are, I wouldn't call them ghosts. There are spirits that are tied to people that like protect them and do their bidding. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of what's going on right now. I'm enjoying the writing itself. So far I'm a little obviously confused about the story, but I'm enjoying it even if I'm not really sure what's going on. So yeah, we'll continue with that. Yeah, nothing else much is going on. I still haven't read, like there's 3 main books on my TBR I wanted to read this month. I have not touched either of them. There was We Free the Stars, Silvered Serpents, and A Vow So Bold and Deadly. Oddly, all on the same shelf. That was not planned. Wanted to read all 3 of those this month, and I have not done any of them. I just haven't been in the mood to, haven't really been in the mood for it. So yeah, we'll see. Actually, I haven't read a physical book yet this month. All the ones I've read have been a Kindle copy, or I got it off of Libby or something. Even the last one I read, Winterwood, even though it was an Owlcrate book, I wanted to read it while I was on the treadmill, so I got an ebook from Libby for it. I'm kind of tired. But yeah, so we're going to be reading Spend the Dawn and In the Ravenous Dark. Like I said, right so far, really enjoying Ravenous Dark. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out. And I will check in with you probably tomorrow. Hey there, today is Thursday, I think. Yes, today is Thursday. And I just wanted to check in and do a little reading update with you. Actually, just another video, which is why my ring light's still on, because it's dark and gloomy out today. It's absolutely terrible. I'm so over this time of year. Can we get spring yet? Anyway, last time I chatted with you, I don't remember what I told you about, so here we go. I just started, actually, it took me like 3 days to read this, but I was reading In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. I got this as an e-arc. I was so excited. It sounded like such a good book. Like, you've got a city steeped in magic and everyone's trapped in this one city because the outside world is deteriorating, and people who come in contact with it contract some sort of illness and die, and like it sounds like such a good book, and it sounded like there was also going to be a really fierce and interesting and dominating female lead. She sounded like, just from the description and some of the other reviews I read, people were saying that that this character, she's a warrior and a fighter, and that there's pansexuality and LGBT and all sorts of things. Like, I'm really excited for this book. So whenever the publisher was kind enough to send me a copy, I was super stoked about reading this, all right? Ended up giving it a 3, and I feel like I'm probably being a little generous with that. It was really shallow. There wasn't a lot of depth to any of the characters or any of the reasons for anything happening. It was all very on the surface, like, that's it. Which was frustrating, because this had such great potential to be a good book. I'm really frustrated by it. Even like, it promised a love triangle as well, which just really didn't happen in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, one of the love interests is a ghost. Like, what? So yeah, that's a thing, I guess. But, finished it, gave it a 3. Writing was really choppy. And I think the thing I disliked most about the story was the scene transitions. Like, anytime the main character was supposed to go from like this one scene where she's, exploring part of the castle and something bad happens and they need to get her out of there. Instead of getting her out of there, the solution is always to knock her out and have her ghost buddy get her where she needs to be. And because if it had just happened once, that would have been one thing, but it was over and over and over. That was a scene transition. She'd either get blackout drunk and wake up somewhere else, or she'd get knocked out and wake up somewhere else. I'm like, but what happened in the meantime? Like, why is this a constant thing that we're doing? I don't like it. Maybe in the edits, because this doesn't even come out until May, I think. Maybe in the edits some things have changed. Maybe some of the scene transitions have changed, and maybe. I have hope. Like, there's a lot of potential for this book, so maybe. The other thing I'm reading is Spin the Dawn? Yeah, Spin the Dawn, which is what I picked out from my Alcrate book, as you saw earlier. I'm about 20% in. So far, I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would, which is pretty cool. I really didn't expect to like it. So, huzzah, I'm glad for that. I don't have a lot to say about it right now, because like I said, I'm only like 25% through. But when I read a little more, I will let you know. Nothing else is going on today. It's rainy and miserable and terrible, and I just want to take a nap. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Hey guys, today is Sunday, and I just wanted to do a last update for this week's reading vlog. It's actually Sunday, Valentine's Day, so happy belated Valentine's Day to you. I'm actually waiting on my Chinese takeout to show up. That's fantastic. Also, today, I have a little 7-year-old girl, and I bought her Smash Brothers for her Nintendo. So she and I have spent a good chunk of the day playing Smash Brothers, and she has kicked my butt, alright? Like, I played Smash Brothers on like the Nintendo GameCube. It's been a hot minute, but she was just whooping my butt as Pikachu, by the way, which was really cute. Dressed as Pikachu as well, so it was even cuter. But anyway, no. I finished reading Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Really mixed feelings on that one. The first half of the book, I was really prepared to give it a 4 out of 5. It was going really well. I was enjoying the writing. It was moving quickly. And there were not really any lag points. Everything made sense. I was really enjoying it. And then the second half of the book happened, and I was bored to death. I started skim reading most of it. I didn't like it, and the romance felt ridiculous. I don't know. I think I'm going to end up giving it a 3 out of 5. It was still an okay book. If the vibe of the first half had continued, I'd have given it a better rating, but that second half was just boring. It was boring and dull, and I didn't enjoy it. But the other thing, did I finish anything else? I think that's it. I also picked up The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern as an audiobook. Because I have a physical copy, but she's a big old chunker and I am intimidated by it. So I thought maybe doing it as an audio, I might be able to get through it. I'm only like 10% in, which is about how far I got when I tried to read the physical copy. So, we'll see how it goes. I don't really plan on picking up anything else until Tuesday when a quart of silver something. I've forgotten the name already. You know what I'm talking about. Sarah J. Maas book. I'm waiting for that because I need Nesta and Cassian. We all need Nesta and Cassian. It's a thing. We deserve it. So yeah, can't wait for that. Even though it's 700 pages, like for that fairy smut, I'll read 700 pages. That is all I've been reading, really, for the past week. In January, I did so well with my reading. I got 10 books done, loved most of them. And this month, I'm feeling a little slower about it. Probably because I'm not finding anything I really love. Most everything, I have DNF 2 books this month. I've done a 1.5 rating and then a couple 3s. So, just nothing's really talking to me. And that's okay. I'm really hoping that A Quart of Silver Flames, that's the whole title, Quart of Silver Flames. I'm hoping A Quart of Silver Flames will be like a 4.5, 5-star read. High hopes. So yeah, I hope you all are doing great. I hope you had a fantastic week. You're having a great day. And I hope if you enjoy this, please subscribe. I'm lonely. We're all lonely. We're all stuck inside all the time. Talk to me, please. I hope you're all great, and I will see you next week. Bye.